Hi guys, and welcome again to the channel. Let me just first say thank you very much to all the subscribers, but some people maybe who don't subscribe, the viewers who have given me lots of, have really built up my confidence and given me so many lovely words, so many kind words, without, I know that, I think, the poem called If by Rudyard Kipling. You have to treat both imposters the same, good and bad. I've known this since I was about in my teens, and I was into, believe it or not, meditation, and I understood the idea of non-duality and then duality, because I studied things like Taoism, and in their way of thinking, in the Taoist way of thinking, you have Wu Wei, which is emptiness. The Tao is empty as well. Hang on. Well, you have Wu Wei, or nothingness, or emptiness, and then you have the two, the yin and yang. The emptiness gives birth to yin and yang, and then you have the 10,000 things, everything else. But coming back to the yin and yang, or good and bad, as Rudyard Kipling said, treat both imposters just the same. Because if people big you up, you can get a big head and think, oh, you're better than you actually are, and feel egotistical and think, yeah, I'm great, I'm good, I'm fantastic. But sometimes it's really hard to avoid not being too prideful, but you can't fight it. I can't fight it when a woman says to me, oh, I can listen to you all night. Hopefully it's nothing sexual or anything. It's just a lovely lady saying something so nice to me. Or even if a bloke says, oh, I like your voice, because I've always thought my voice is terrible. I sound terrible because I never had a chance to speak to people for years, and now because of the internet, I'm so lucky that there is a chance for me to speak in front of this old mobile here, this shaky mobile. And there will be people that give bad comments, but most people give really nice comments. Maybe some are just trying to be polite, and they see that I'm in trouble or depressed, but others, they genuinely maybe like my voice or like what I say, and that's a shock to me. It's really surprising that someone would actually see me in a good light, and that's the problem with depression, because you see yourself as something so bad, so horrible, so ugly, and that's the reality, that's your truth. And until other people wake you up and say, well, maybe you don't look so bad, you look ugly. Compared to who? Compared to, Brad Pitt, yes. But compared to some ugly blokes, maybe you look better than them. And if you do or you don't, so what? It doesn't matter, But going back to, Rudyard Kipling and his way of thinking, he says, to treat good and bad or whatever. Basically, that's what he meant. I'm not sure if it's good and bad, but it's the idea that people treat you nicely and you feel really great. It's just like on YouTube, you've got lots of comments, and a lot of the comments, thankfully, are good. But imagine if I had just a few good comments and other comments that were really bad, then my ego would feel really uncomfortable, would be affected. And so your ego can be affected, could be how do you say, engorged and then deflated by good and bad. So, I have to check myself that I'm not too happy when people send me good comments. But it's difficult. It's really difficult because no one's ever paid any attention to me and never said good things to me. So, when you're starved of attention and starved of people saying good things to you, then it's almost impossible. You can't fight it. You can't fight being happy, But I know it's a trap. It can be a trap, because when someone says something bad, then you feel hurt. So I think what he meant, Rudyard Kipling, what he meant, or the basic idea is that to maintain like a balance, don't feel too bad if somebody treats you bad, or you have any negative comments, for example, on your YouTube channel. You can only do that if you don't feel so prideful or egotistical when you get the good comments, so you don't get big-headed, But how do I do that when people are kind? How do I do that when people are really kind and it's as if like I kind of have to minimize their goodness, their kind words and everything. Should I just lap it all up and then when the bad comes, just take the bad as well? I don't know. Well, anyway, I have when I get some bad comments, the reason why I just laugh at those comments is because of all the good comments that I've had. It's like it kind of buffers me. And a lady did mention, someone said a bad comment, and then she mentioned, okay, just one bad comment to 132 good comments. And I thought, wow, yeah, that's the way it is. So many brilliant comments have buffered me. Like certain comments, you won't see it, because I don't want to ban anyone, because I don't like cancelling people or being cancelled. I really don't like it. And a lot of people that have said, pull your socks up, you're weak and stuff like that. I don't mind it. That's not bad. But some of them, like one guy said trash, person said loser. You have to ban those ones, because they're not really constructive. Because a person saying like you're lazy, pull your socks up, is that's not a bad comment. It's a bit like the way my dad used to talk, and my dad loved me. I love my dad. It's just his way of talking. When someone says there's some really terrible ones I can't mention, but you see, the reason I'm laughing at them is because they are funny. But if I didn't have all those good comments, those kind comments to make me feel good, then I might actually feel sad. So I have to, thank you, because you've helped me a lot. There was one I was talking about, my adoption, that video, and one person just commented laugh laugh my ass off. So I was quite vulnerable there, and he's basically laughing, and I had to ban that one. But that's actually what gives me pleasure as well. When people talk and they say stuff that's really bad, all I have to do is just press one button and nuke them. So that actually gives me pleasure. So I got Annabella I said, look, there's one person that's really being bad, what should we do? And I said, okay, you press the button, and she nuked that person. She felt good as well. But I don't do that unless it's really, really terrible, like talking about my family or something. It has to be really bad. I don't like doing that, because I don't like being cancelled. So.